Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Tuesday the 8th of July 2025. In today's Millwall news, we have finally discovered who the second team that we will be playing out in Spain next week, who they are. And it is none other than La Liga team, Elche CF. So yeah, this is from millwallfc.co.uk. They announced this morning. Millwall will take on Elche CF in their second pre-season friendly during July's Spain camp on Friday the 18th of July, and it is a 10:30 a.m. kickoff local time. Wow, Scorchio! It's gonna be hot. The La Liga opposition, recently promoted to the top division once again after a 2-year absence, will provide a stern test for Alex Neil's side at the Pinatar Arena as they wrap up their overseas fixtures. The Lions have already confirmed a fixture in Spain against Northampton Town, and there you go. Only 9 days, 11 hours, 20 minutes and 25 seconds away. Can you wait? Now this is interesting. What we have here is we have the footballs for this season. They've got MFC on them. And in the background is Pinatar Arena. So what have they done here then? Have they photoshopped this onto it? I think Cardiff are out there now. I think they're playing tomorrow. So maybe they took a Cardiff photo and just photoshopped MFC onto it, I don't know. But interesting stuff that they are doing there in the graphics department. Old Steve. He is the graphics department. Now, moving on to... No. Let me tell you a little about Elche. Elche CF. CF, it stands for Club Football. Club de Football. As in football club. They do it backwards over there. I don't know why they do that. They finished second in the league. They got automatically promoted to La Liga from Segunda. They had the best defence in the league last season. They only conceded 34 goals. Their goalkeeper, an Argentinian named Matias, he got the award for the best goalkeeper in the division because they just do it automatically based on goals conceded versus games played. And they do it like a rate like that, and it's automatic. So they finished second. They could have won the league. If we scroll down, this is from Wikipedia, by the way. So they're there. They're the second team there on this spreadsheet, and they were top of the table after the 33rd game, and they were there for 7 weeks, and then they dropped. In week 40, they dropped to third, and then they come back and they go back up to second. So squeaky bum time there for those last 2 games. Wow. But yeah, they could have won the league. So a team very much on the up and up. And as we go down, so they don't. Obviously, I don't know if any players have left or joined them. I don't know about that. I'll probably find out a bit closer to the game, really. But this is just the top scorers in their league last season. They don't have one, so they don't have a player who scored 12 goals in the league last season. They don't have a player who scored a hat-trick. Apparently there are only 5 hat-tricks in the whole league, which is kind of weird. But yeah, this is their goalkeeper, Matias Di Turo. He is, I think that's Argentina. Yeah, there you go. Argentina Republic. 38 matches, so he played most of the matches. 33 goals against. He got 0.87, so he gets the Zamora Trophy, which is awarded by newspaper Marca to the goalkeeper with the lowest goals to games ratio. So it's literally just a stats-based award. They don't like the Football Writers Award in this country, where it's like, let's all sit around the table and speak over a bit of, cappuccino or something like that. No, just... What's the stats say the best player is? Then that's the best player. Bosh. So there you go. That's who we're playing, Elche. Now, tickets. Tickets obviously on sale at the website that I told you about before, which I'm now going to tell you about again. So this is from millfc.co.uk. Millwall face Elche CF in a pre-season friendly at the Pinatar Arena in Spain, and tickets are now on general sale. Tickets are priced at €5 for under 10s and €10 for all ages onwards. That's interesting. Isn't a Northampton game €15? I'm pretty sure it was. Maybe they got that wrong, but let's have a look. We can have a look. So this is the website from Pinatar Arena. Go to Pinatar Arena. You go on the left-hand side. You click the 3 lines. It drops down a menu. Go all the way down, and you go to the one at the bottom. I think you can. There is like a flag that you can use to translate it. So you should be able to do that. So yeah, Cardiff are playing tomorrow. They're playing Johor Darul Tazim FC. Bless you. So yeah, the Northampton game. Tickets on sale now. That's a 7 PM kickoff next Tuesday. And the Elche game next Friday morning, 10:30 AM. So there you go. No Premier League team this time, obviously. Blackburn Rovers are out there now. Here's Blackburn are also playing Elche. But they're playing them the week after, because Elche are actually going to go to this resort for a week, which is weird because they're local. Well, I say local, they're about 100 miles away, but yeah, they're going to go to this resort. So we're getting them to come to the resort like a week earlier than they're going to go there anyway, which is interesting. But so let's check those ticket prices while we're here. Why don't we? So it says from 5. Here we go. Yeah. So the Northampton game is €15. So let's go back and check. Is the Elche game €10 like Millwall's website just said, or €15? Oh, it's €10. That's interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. I wonder why that is. Yeah, weird. I would imagine the bigger draw would be Elche. That's the thing is though, because it's on Friday morning. It's not like you could fly out there Friday morning and then go to the game if it's in the afternoon or in the evening, spend the weekend and then come back Sunday or come back Monday. What you could do, obviously, because the Northampton game is on Tuesday night, you could fly out there Tuesday afternoon, go to that game. Then you'll only have to Tuesday night you have to get a place to stay. Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday morning, wake up, check out your hotel, go to the Mill game, watch the Mill game, and fly back on Friday. So you still only got to pay for 3 nights, board, bed and breakfast, and you can watch both the games. So if you're going to do it that way, that's probably the cheapest way to do it. The cheapest way would probably be the drive out there, no? Well, the petrol's fucking expensive, isn't it? So it probably would be cheaper to fly there. So yeah, there you go. Tickets are on sale now. One of them is €15. One of them is €10. Who knows why? So there you go. Now, in a few days' time, Millwall are going to play their first pre-season friendly. So I don't know if they're going to play a behind closed doors one. I don't think they played it today. The under-21s played one today. It hasn't been announced yet. I think they're doing a match report tomorrow. They said that they were going to do one. I don't know if the first team will be playing behind closed doors game tomorrow. I doubt it, probably. I think they're just doing training because, Alex Neil didn't have the team for a lot of training because the season is just relentless. And then when it isn't relentless, you've got international breaks. But this Saturday, Mill's first pre-season friendly, behind closed doors. I assume it's away at Crystal Palace. You got streaming details. You can watch it. You can watch it for live. And they did this a couple of seasons ago. I think it finished something ridiculous like 5-4 or something like that to them. So Mill, which is not bad, the Premier League team. Millwall take on Crystal Palace in the behind closed doors pre-season friendly on Saturday, the 12th of July. Kick-off at 12 midday, and Lions fans can watch the action by purchasing a match pass on Millwall TV! Exclamation mark. With 2 camera coverage, replays and commentary. Watch this weekend South London derby for just £5. So to purchase, click above. Yeah, so click above, or you go here where it says Millwall TV Plus. You need to log into your thing. Go to Millwall TV Plus, and then go to like available match passes, and it'll say available match pass or something like that. But yeah, look, 3 days away. 3 days, 13 hours, 41 minutes, and 4 seconds away. We are back, baby. We are back. Back in training, back in games. Yeah, exciting, eh? Now, pictures from training. Again, more training. And again, this is from millwfc.co.uk. I think all the stories from today are from the official club website. So Lions work in the Calmont sunshine. The temperatures are rising once again, and Millwall squad are continuing the hard work at Calmont Road. We're the first pre-season friendly of the 25-26 campaign, just 5 days away. Take a look at the gallery below, as the Lions are taken to task in the Bromley sunshine. Yep. Let's have a look. What's this about? There you go. Alex Neil getting sunburn on his head. Macaulay Langstaff, Casper Denor, Joe Bryan in the background. They are playing with the new balls. They have the new balls. Tanganga there. Still there. Ain't gone nowhere yet. Coburn, obviously. How long, before he gets injured again? Massey, Jake Cooper. Ivanovic, Jake Cooper. Kamal Grant. Getting stuck in, so very much part of first team training, so it'd be interesting, if they play him in some of these games. Maybe, the game at the weekend against Crystal Palace, I imagine they will play everyone. They'll be heavily rotated. We've got Luke Cundle there with his blonde highlights. That should be fun next season. We've got Benicio Baker. That's what he looks like if you haven't seen him before. We've got everyone's there. Tristan Kramer. They're getting stuck in. Kamal Grant. Martin Canning. Is it Canning or Channing? Andy Massey. Alfie Massey. Not Andy Massey. Benicio Baker. Max Crocom, the new goalkeeper. Looking furrowed. Don't worry, mate. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. David Livermore, sensibly wearing a hat so he doesn't get sunburn on his bald head. AJ Matthews there. Wes Harding. Max Crocom. Jafet Tanganga. I believe that's Jacob Proswosny. Max Crocom. George Evans. Luke Cundle and Negley there. Tristan Kramer. Femi Aziz. Jafet Tanganga. Negley. Martin Canning. Adomi Maku. Joe Bryan. Luke Cundle. Adomi. Rahees Bangor Williams. Macaulay Langstaff. Baker. Jay Cooper. Casper Denor. Are we back around again? Is that a different photo? I think there's a different photo. Loads of photos. Now we're back around again. So there you go. There you go. Hard working training ahead of the first pre-season friendly of the pre-season against Crystal Palace on Saturday midday, which is now available on Millwall TV with a match pass. Now we get the final story of the day. Some annoying news, especially I was going to go to this game because it's a new ground to watch a Millwall team play. The under-21s game, which is also next Tuesday, that was supposed to be played at Hitching against Luton Town under-21s, has been moved. It's been moved to Calmont Road, and it's behind closed doors now. Yeah, there is nothing. You can't go. You can't watch. So yeah, there you go. So Millwall's under-21s pre-season fixtures against Luton Town has now switched to Calmont Road. The match against the Hatters was originally scheduled to be played at Hitchin Town FC's Topfield ground on Tuesday the 15th of July, but will now be played behind closed doors at the Lions training base. And going by the news story that Luton put out, that is because of the deluge of rain at the weekend. It's kind of messed up the ground. Well, it hasn't messed it up, but they want to make sure it's good enough for the start of the season, so they don't want a game to be played on it on Tuesday. So understandable, but again, slightly annoying. The date and kickoff time will remain the same, so it's going to be 1 p.m. But it's going to be at Calmont Road. Following the visit of Luton, Kevin Nugent's side travelled to Maidstone United on Saturday the 19th and the Welling United Friday the 1st of August before the 25-26 Professional Development League campaign gets underway. We don't have any fixtures out for that. I'm not even sure who's even in the league. I'm not sure if there's like new teams in it or what. Because sometimes you get new teams coming in now and then. I think Bournemouth were new last season. They ended up being, I think they could runners up in the national competition. They made the national final. So one thing to note, however, I feel interesting that a couple of seasons ago, when the under-21s were absolutely banging, they had players like Chinockley, Abdul Malik, Malachi, players like that. They had a really, really strong team. They were organising friendlies against, like National League South teams and like first men's teams, proper men's teams. It's interesting to note that their first friendly is against an under-21 team, and it's going to be the same date as the first team squad is out in Spain. Obviously, the first team squad, as we just seen with the pictures from training, contains quite a few players young players that make the first team squad bench, and they play for the under-21s now and then, as in AJ Matthews, Kamal Grant, Benicio Baker, and others. So obviously, you assume that they're going to be out in Spain. So I imagine that this is going to be a very young team, which is why, they organised their first game against an under-21 team. So we'll see how they get on. I'll imagine, they did this last season, that they had a lot of trialists. They had a trialist for like the first month or two of the season. They played a lot of trialists. They were still picking up people late into well after the season had started. So I imagine there's going to be a lot of trialists in these friendly games for the under-21s, and we'll see how they get on. But interesting stuff. Although the model now, they're buying these under-21 players, but they're kind of like very good, and then like they do have like they seem to be good enough to be considered for the first team. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, sadly there is no hitching next Tuesday. That is not going to be happening. And on that note, thank you for watching and goodbye.